It's the year 1978, and Jose, at the tender age of 16, resides with his family on a ranch near Erlamart in Tulare County, a picturesque setting surrounded by Californian vineyards. The tranquility of this beautiful place is soon disrupted when Jose's sister, Cecilia, approaches him with a request. Little did Jose know that he would be the last person to see Cecilia alive. In a shocking turn of events, Jose, the witness to Cecilia's last moments, finds himself implicated in a cold-blooded triple homicide at the age of 16. His involvement takes a sinister turn when he proceeds to shoot 2 additional individuals within the household. This chilling incident marks the beginning of Jose's descent into infamy as one of the most ruthless hitmen for the Mexican drug cartels, a path that will lead him to take the lives of over 30 people across the United States, including his home county, Tulare. Over the ensuing decades, Jose's victims span a diverse range, from drug dealers to farm workers, fathers to husbands. It takes the combined efforts of law enforcement from 3 different states more than 30 years to apprehend him. This is the gripping tale of Jose Manuel Martínez, known as El Mano Negra, the Black Hand, who evolves into one of America's deadliest hitmen. As we delve into the story of Jose Manuel Martínez, we hear from Jessica Garrison, a journalist and author who, in 2017, met Jose in prison for a BuzzFeed News investigation and authored the book, The Devil's Harvest. She shares insights into Jose's family perspective, portraying him as the caretaker who was always there for his family members in times of need, adding an intriguing layer to this complex narrative. He was the individual known for ingeniously lifting children to windows, allowing them to wave at others. One would never suspect, upon first meeting him, that he could be capable of multiple murders. The transformation of a courteous, affectionate family man into a mass murderer raises perplexing questions. Martínez, born in 1962 in Fresno, California, is a U.S. citizen who spends his early years in Mexico until the age of 11. His family relocates to a ranch near Erlamart, situated in Tulare, then the poorest county in California. His stepfather, involved in organizing labor for the wine industry, engages in drug dealings on the side. At just 14, Martínez embarks on his initial drug courier journey by bus, later utilizing his own vehicle. As a bilingual U.S.-born teenager, he adeptly avoids attracting attention from authorities. In 1977, a police raid on the Martínez family's ranch seizes $2.5 million worth of heroin and weapons. The subsequent murder of Martínez's sister, Cecilia, in 1978 shapes his transformation from a seemingly kind person to a vigilant. In 1979, he claims his first victim, David Bedolla, allegedly for assaulting Cecilia, earning $500 for the act. By 1982, Martínez associates with a figure from a Mexican drug cartel, known as Mr. X. This connection leads Martínez into various assignments, often involving debt collection from small drug dealers, not exclusively tied to murder. Despite multiple arrests, including the 1990 drug-related charge, Martínez eludes murder accusations, perplexing law enforcement. In November 2006, Martínez's criminal activities gain traction when he travels to Florida. Targeting Javier Huerta, accused of stealing cocaine, Martínez meticulously executes the crime, securing $150,000 and fleeing to Alabama to celebrate his granddaughter's birthday. Meanwhile, Florida investigators discover Huerta's truck, containing 2 dead bodies, with a Mountain Dew can and a cigarette butt as potential evidence. Hindered by a low case priority assumption, the DNA test on the cigarette butt is delayed, and the results surface years later. Martínez remains elusive, despite various arrests and his name appearing in multiple homicide cases. The intricate details of his criminal evolution raise questions about the law enforcement's ability to connect the dots, unraveling his trail only in 2006. Despite suspicions and a compelling list of witness testimonies linking him to the elusive contract killer El Mano Negra, Jose Manuel Martinez avoids arrest for the murder of Joaquin Barragan in 2009. The investigators, lacking concrete evidence, opt to detain Martinez for probation violation during a 1990 arrest. Aware of potential incrimination, he disposes of his phone upon arrest, eliminating any potential evidence. Released 6 months later, Martinez approaches the Tulare County Sheriff's Office to reclaim his confiscated vehicle, hinting at cartel associations and portraying Barragan's murder as retribution for alleged betrayal. Skeptical investigators propose a lie detector test, revealing Martinez's deception but failing to yield a confession. Frustrated by the lack of evidence, the investigators find themselves unable to definitively link Martinez to the crimes, allowing the elusive Black Hand to escape justice once again. Simultaneously, the cigarette butt in the lab and the overlooked bodies in Orta's truck suggest that Martinez could perpetually elude the grasp of justice. In early 2013, 35 years after his sister's murder, Jose Manuel Martinez, 51, revisits Alabama, where his daughter perceives him as a benign smuggler aiding border crossings. Learning of a debt collection need through his daughter's connection, Martinez seizes the opportunity to investigate her partner, Janie Romero. Uncovering Ruiz's unintentional criticism of Romero, Martinez, forgiving him, chooses to delay retribution. Disclosing his identity, Martínez spares Ruiz due to witnesses, returning to California. This intricate narrative underscores Martinez's calculated approach and his acknowledgement of human fallibility amidst a complex web of familial and criminal ties. On March 4, 2013, Jose Manuel Martinez returns to Alabama and becomes involved in a fatal incident with Jam Romero and Jose Ruiz in a national park. After shooting Ruiz, Martinez compels Romero's silence. The police discover Ruiz's body and arrest Romero based on surveillance footage. Martinez, attempting to shield Romero, provides an alibi, but the police reject it. A month later, believing the police are after him due to Romero's cooperation, Martinez flees when they visit his son. Deputy Crystal Darrington pursues him, unaware of the Alabama murder. Martinez convinces the police that he can help remove illegal guns from the streets, escaping initial detention. His cooperation serves both to evade arrest and monitor his criminal activities, including the Alabama murder and other undisclosed killings. Initially not the prime suspect in Javier Huerta's Florida murder, Martinez's collaboration with California police reopened the 2006 case. The breakthrough occurred when a lab report linked Martinez to a cigarette butt found years ago. Detective T.G. Watts, intrigued by a Californian connection, contacted investigators, revealing Martinez's criminal history and ties to illegal weapons. Though not the primary suspect, Martinez raised suspicions due to shared details with unsolved cases involving zip ties. Watts marked him as a person of interest. Simultaneously, Romero faced accusations in Alabama for Jose Ruiz's murder. Fearing his father-in-law, Romero cooperated, contacting Detective McWhorter. On May 17th, an arrest warrant for Martinez was issued. Apprehended in Arizona upon returning from Mexico, Martinez questioned the warrant's origin. Detective McWhorter, actively pursuing Martinez, learned about the arrest and traveled to Arizona. En route, they discussed life, the military, and shared a pizza. Surprising both Detective McWhorter and Detective Watts, Martinez, upon facing murder charges in Alabama, unexpectedly confesses to killing Ruiz in a Florida murder case. He provides intricate details of crime scenes, bullets used, stating, "If I hadn't done the job, someone else would have." A bombshell drops when Martinez requests Deputy Sheriff Crystal Darrington, revealing himself as a contract killer responsible for numerous murders. Confessing to over 35, possibly over 40, murders, Martinez's list shocks investigators. At trial, Martinez faces charges for most, but not all of his murders, receiving a 50-year sentence in Alabama for Ruiz's murder, life without parole in California for 9 murders, and 2 consecutive life sentences in Florida. Despite the absence of direct connections and limited evidence, Martínez's confessions bring closure to many cases. The delayed capture can be attributed to both the overwhelming murder caseload and, dishearteningly, a perceived lack of effort due to the victim's limited societal impact. Many victims' families expressed feelings of neglect, adding a heartbreaking dimension to the case.